Jones, can you come help me with some of this math?
What are math?
Hi, my name is Fu.
Hi, my name is Joshua.
Have you ever had a problem that Miss Jones just have? Did you fail Mr. Down test? Have you ever have a problem dealing specifically with differentiation?
Because if this sounds like you, welcome to Differentiation 101.
Where we show you how to pass the test. Cheesy music at. Okay, so differentiation deal with 4 rules. 1, power rule.
2, product rule.
3, chain rule.
4, quotient rule.
So, we can go over these 4 rules and making sure that you will pass the test. So, let's go over first. Number 1, product rule. Number 1, power rule. Power rule is basically you taking the power of a number, put it in the front, cut down the power by 1, and you get your answer. So, example, this equation right here. The power rule, if you remember, the power rule will be dealing with, I don't know. Exponent. Let's say the power rule will be dealing with, like, let's say variable n. And let's keep the exponent a. Okay. The power rule basically is saying that you take this exponent, you multiply to the coefficient here, which if there's nothing there, the coefficient will usually be 1. And after that,
you subtract 1 from A.
Mm-hmm. To show the example, I will demonstrate right here. So in this equation, we have 3x to the power of 2. Using this method, I can say that 3x squared, I will take 2 multiplied to the front, which is
6.
2 times 3 equals 6. Simple math. 6x. And now, what happened to the 2, guys? The 2 minus 1. See? A minus 1. 2 minus 1. Be 1 here. 6x. So now, in the original function, the derivative of the function, don't forget, derivative, you're going to have a little smart mark there. Yeah. So, it will be 6x. Dun, dun, dun. And now, you do the same step over here.
4 times 5 is what?
20. 20x. And 4 minus 1 is what? 3. Yeah, 3. Good job, guys. So,
and whenever you have a number, which we refer to as a constant, it disappears. It goes away. Constants, which do not have a variable, simply disappear.
Yeah.
Into magic in space.
That's a special case dealing with the power rule. However, if a function have something dealing with, let's say 6x, for example. Oh, my bad. Let's not use 6x, but let's match it. Let's say another function equal, I don't know, 10x. In this case, when the power is 1, you drop the entire x.
This is why. 1 times 10 is what?
10.
1 minus 1, 0. So this x cancels out and leaves you with 10.
Yeah, because x to the power 0 is 1, and 10 times 1 is still 10. Got it? If you don't, ask Mr. Dow about it. Go to tutoring. Shame on you. What's my pen, Joshua? Oh, thank you. So now that we finished touching the power rule, we will move on to the next issue, which is
product rule.
Yay, product multiplication. If you don't know about it, you should know.
The product rule is written as stated. U times V is equal to the derivative of U times V plus the derivative of V times U. Simply as stated.
Yeah.
Now, you will get a question such as this. Fx is equal to, what do you want to say, like 2x times 4x
X squared.
plus, yeah, 4x squared. That's
4x
it.
squared. Oh,
No, we don't
no.
have to put squared.
No, I'm not talking about the outside, Joshua. I'm talking about the inside. There you go.
It's the same thing.
Okay, it's fine.
Okay.
Same thing, fine.
What we can do here, can I see anything?
There.
We're going to label the first nomial as U and the second nomial as V.
Yes.
Now,
Don't forget, identification is important.
we are going to go through each one and take the derivative of each, what we just did with foo, because we are going to be using the power rule within this. So if we find the derivative of U, that will equal 2, because the x drops. So that's 2.
Remember, power rule, guys. Derivative equal power rule. Do
now
not
we
forget.
have V. V is 4x squared. The 2 will go to the 4, so we have 8x. And that is
You
all.
mean derivative of V.
Yeah.
Derivative.
Just V.
Oh, just V.
Oh no. I'm
Derivative
wrong.
of V.
Yeah.
Yeah. See. So how we get there? Let me show you. So 2x, remember the power rule, what's in here? There's nothing, they usually mean a 1 right there. So 1 multiplied by that is 2, whatever here, 1 minus 1 is 0. So x to the power 0 equal 1. 2 multiplied by 1 is 2. That's why we have 2 right there. Same thing over in this case, where I say 4x squared. So 4x, so 2 multiplied by 4 is 8. 2 minus 1 is 2. So x to the power 1. 8x. That's how we have it there.
Now that we have all of our values for each thing, we're just going to go ahead and plug it in. We find the derivative of U, which is 2, so we'll go and say 2, times V, which is 4x squared, plus the derivative of V, which is 8x, times U, and we have 2x. And bam, shazam.
That's your answer, boys.
That is your answer.
Easy peasy, right? Well, if it's not, think about it this way. Basically, identify the U and the V, find the derivative of the U and the V, and plug in the equation. Simple as that. Don't forget. You must remember the equation. Must
Always.
remember the equation.
How I personally remember
Always.
it is just uvu, okay? Just uvu. And don't forget that the product rule is always set in place when you have two nomials with the x and x, okay,
Yeah,
being multiplied by each other, okay?
Yeah.
If this was just a 2, it would just be like a plain power rule question, okay?
Yeah. If it was okay, you basically just multiply 2 right here and then find the derivative of it. Yeah.
Okay.
So next, we have, what do we have next, Joshua?
We've done product, we've done power, quotient,
We can do quotient. We can do quotient next.
and then, okay, then I'll do
We do
chain.
quotient and then we can do chain. Okay, so let's go next. Quotient rule. Quotient rule. So, quotient rule, if product rule deal with multiplication, well, guess what quotient rule deal with? Division. Yes.
So it is stated as thus. It'll be the same thing, the derivative of u times v, but this time it'll be a minus the derivative of v times u, and this will be all over v squared.
Think about it this way. Product rule is where all the positive thing happen. That's why it always have a positive addition in the middle. And quotient rule is where the negative thing happen, where it's minus and you divide things. So, yeah. So, let's give us an example problem. Let's use the one that let's use this one that I just made up in my mind because I'm a genius. Let's say fx equal to
4x squared
I don't know,
over...
yeah, 4x squared over 3x.
Yeah.
3x.
No,
Let's say something like that. Okay, so You identify your u, you identify your v for, remember? So this will be your u. Can I put there? Can I see that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So this will be your u, and this will be your v. Got it? Get it? Get it? Okay. So you do the same thing. You identify them. So you write u equal 4x squared, v equal 3x, and now you find the derivative of them. Basically the same step as product rule. And then you find the derivative of u, 4x squared. Don't forget, whenever you find the derivative, use the power rule. Derivative deal with power rule. Derivative deal with power rule. Do not forget. So, so 4x squared. Take that, multiply that, minus that by 1. So 4 times 2 is 8. Ax. 2 minus 1 is 1. Ax1, basically ax. So ax, and now we got the v squared. So now you just plug all these in to the original equation. U prime, ax, v, 3x, minus, Joshua, can you delete those? Oh, never mind. V prime, 3,
U.
4x squared.
All over v squared.
4x
So 3x squared.
over what?
3x
3x
squared.
squared.
Don't
That-
forget
Yeah, don't
to
forget.
always put what the equation is. X prime. Congratulations.
You did it.
Okay.
So, because we don't have much time, we're gonna move super quick.
Moving on.
Super quick round. Chain
to
rule, the
chain
last
rule.
one. Yes, the last one.
Okay. At first, this one will seem complicated, but it really isn't. Okay.
So,
Chain
rule.
Rule. For example, we will have a question such as, what do you want to say for like
3, 4x,
3x squared plus 2x
Squared.
squared.
Yep.
Okay. Now, the difference between this and the product rule. Remember how I told you, if you have something like 4x, that's where you use product rule. But in the case where you do not have a variable in front of this binomial, we're going to use chain rule. Now what we're going to do is we are going to take the derivative of the outside of this binomial and then the inside. Okay, they're going to be multiplied by each other. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll write f prime x is equal to, this entire thing is going to go as is, 2 times 4. You remember, 2 is going to be multiplied times the, we're treating this as one number, okay?
Yeah.
And this is its coefficient.
So basically, when dealing with chain rule, see whatever inside the coefficient as one variable.
Yes. So 2 times 4, 8. Now we're going to rewrite this whole thing as is. Open parentheses, 3x squared plus 2x, and 2 minus 1, 1. So we're just gonna leave it as is, okay? Times the derivative of the inside of this binomial. So we're gonna go ahead and do just that. 2 times 3 is 6x. We leave it as 6x because 2 minus 1 is 1, so we'll leave it as is. Plus, remember this special case where the x is by itself, so 1 times 1 crosses that variable out, so it's just going to be plus 2. And that is how you do the chain rule.
Got it? So basically, find the outside, multiply to the derivative of the inside. Derivative of the outside, multiply to the derivative of the inside. Simple as that. And if you have any more questions, don't
Feel free to ask us.
Yeah, us.
Mr. Downs.
Yeah, and go bother Mr. Down. Yeah, he
And
always
thank
free at
you.
lunch playing chess.
For
So
spending time with us in differentiation
101. We hope this has helped you and have a good day.
Signing off.
Peace by the test.